Airports like Bush are already getting busy.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. People are making their way to warmer, sunnier destinations on their week off from school, and there's lots of planes flying out. Joining us right now to tell us about the high demand and how it's going to be met is Senior Vice President for Global Network Planning and Alliances at United Airlines, Patrick Quayle. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. It's great to be here this morning.
So just first off, what are the top destinations? Like, who's going to be busiest? If you're flying to where should you expect the most amount of passengers?
We're seeing a ton of demand for Mexico and the Caribbean, so sunshine and beach destinations. And also places like Florida and Southern California is really where we're seeing a lot of Houstonians going for this spring break.
Yeah, Haley and I are jealous of all these folks heading out this morning. We're wishing we were in their luggage going along with them for the journey. Okay, talk to us about how many people are expected to fly with United out of Houston airports for spring break.
Yeah, so look, we carry a little bit more than 500,000 people a day across system-wide at United. And we have roughly, 500 departures, just shy of 500 departures in Houston. So we're talking a couple 100,000 people a day are passing through the airports.
Wow. Yeah, we know in recent history, those surges have led to a lot of delays, some cancellations. How does United plan to meet the demand this spring break?
Well, look, we work closely and we prepare for this. So we work closely with our operations team to make sure that we have spare aircraft, spare gates, and we've already been, trying to staff up from an airport resources perspective to make sure that when things go wrong and in the event of, when something happens that we're prepared for that so that we can recover quickly. And that's what we've really been focused on.
We know the travel season really started yesterday. It goes through the end of March. What day are you anticipating to be the busiest for United?
What we find is it's changed a bit. In the past, what you saw is, pre-COVID, you saw that Friday, that Saturday, right before all the schools got out, and then the following Sunday coming back. But since COVID, with some people having the ability, or a vast majority of people having the ability to do hybrid work, what we're seeing is the traffic is actually shifting a bit earlier. But again, it is a bit dependent upon the school schedule. So before it was, Friday afternoon or Saturday mornings after that last day of school, we're now seeing parents pull their kids out of school a bit earlier in an attempt to actually beat the rush on traffic, as you were just talking about earlier.
I mean, does that actually work? Is that a way that people can actually avoid the crowds, or are we just moving the crowds up a couple days?
We end up moving the crowds up a couple days because everyone thinks that they're doing it and beating it, and it ends up just shifting it earlier. All I could say is, given the construction at IAH, and the airport will be beautiful when it's done. I mean, it's going to be a world-class facility that's going to enable many more flights globally and locally. And so it's just a bit of growing pains to get through. I would just advise get to the airport a little bit early to allow for the construction process, but it's well worth it once these new terminals are completed and the new lobbies are built.
Yeah, no, certainly good advice. Any other advice for travelers heading out in the coming days?
I would say pack lightly and be patient.
Yeah.
Being able to pack your bags in a carry-on bag and not bring too much stuff avoids the inevitable scramble for overhead bin space, and also be patient. There's a lot of people we find during spring break. It's a different type of traveler than during the normal work week, where you have the road warriors on the flights who are used to traveling frequently. Over spring break, we find it's more family travel, understandably so. And so people maybe haven't been on a plane as recently or as much, and just prepare for a little extra time and a little extra patience.
Yeah. All right. Well, my husband is going to be thrilled that you reinforced that I should be packing lightly. I won't tell him you said that, though. Patrick,
it's our secret.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate your expert advice.